Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my next episode on the Welsknight Patreon server. I'm Mar, and I'm back at our mansion from last episode. I did some tearing down of it, just a little bit, and got intensely bored. There is something about the sheer size... Hello, skeleton. There's something about the sheer size of... Ouch. Are you dead yet? About a mansion that is a little daunting to tear it all down. I did a very small portion of the topmost, that third level roof, and yeah, I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. So I decided to just skip that. Then I got to thinking, you know, this is in a dark oak forest. Why not just tear down the forest? Because that'll give me some plenty of wood here, and the forest is resettable, so it's not like I'd be doing any damage. Can get some saplings to take home. It'd be a lot more productive, I think, both for getting wood and copious amounts of saplings, hopefully anyway, than just like doing a manual farm, you know, where I plant the saplings myself and bone meal them. Which is what I've been doing thus far. So let me get at this. Let me do some massive deforestation, and then I will be right back. And welcome back, everybody. I have done quite a bit less deforestation than I thought I was going to do. I've only gotten pretty much this front yard, I guess you might call it, up into the like foothills here where it turns into a different biome. Apparently I missed that tree, but oh well. The sides and of course the back aren't done at all. We can take a quick look from up here. So this is the little bit that we've done here, but we've got like a fair bit on the way around. Now I can't go too far, and then I hit eventually. You have reached the edge of the world, and it zaps me back to I guess this is the edge right there. Takes me back towards the mansion. This is just because it's a resettable mansion, not because that's actually the boundary of our world. So yeah, did quite a bit of deforestation. It doesn't look like a very big space, but we actually got a fairly large amount of wood. All of this is a result of this mining session, or this, do you call it a mining session when it's wood? I don't know. We got all of this, got a couple mushrooms, a lot of saplings, some apples, a lot of wood, as well as this whole row, and then like this little bit here. This, the planks and the stairs, I got from, we could take a quick look at this as well. I got from right here. All of those planks and stairs are just from taking the roof off this one section and taking down the interior walls. And then I basically gave up because I realized the colossal amount of time that would go into... I mean, it'd be kind of cool to completely tear down a mansion just for the sake of being able to say that you did it once, but then I realized it's just not worth it. It's just way too much time invested there, and I've got better things to do pretty much. So this is pretty much it. I still have the signs up saying, hey, feel free to harvest wood, whatever, reset if you want to, otherwise I'm going to continue using it for my dark oak forest farm, I guess. So we might come back and do more chopping later, but honestly, between these two shulkers here, I have a lot of wood to last me a fair bit, and some of it's going to be useful with the library and stuff like that. So I think it's time that we head back to the base and get the show on the road, and because this is like kind of like an alternate dimension almost, just so that we have the resettable mansion, the only way to actually get back that I'm aware of is by using the MVTP overworld, and it takes me back to spawn. That's the only way I am aware of being able to get out of that place, because like up there on the hill you could just walk into the area and it would teleport you, but no such luck over here. So let me get back to the base and I will bring you back. Alright everybody, we have returned, and I think it might be a good idea, now that we have so much dark oak, that we give like a dedicated box to dark oak. So let's grab us a sign. Here's a sign. And we'll just do dark oak. There we go. Put those back. And let's grab everything dark oak related in. That's spruce. What am I thinking? Those are both spruce. Dark oak, these, that, stairs, more planks, or I mean slabs. I think that's all of the, well, dark oak doors, I suppose. I think that's all for dark oak, so let's put these in here. Also want to double check here for, well, those don't belong in there, but dark oak saplings. Do I have any dark oak leaves, or all of these normal oak? Well, here's some. It looks like that's the only one, because when I double click on it, that's all I pick up, so it's not very much. But dark oak and normal oak leaves are, I believe, virtually identical, so, you know, no big deal. So let's grab these, put them in. I guess we'll just do the whole thing. I mean, look at this. All this dark oak is gonna pretty much fill up an entire double chest. Ooh, you know what? We might even overflow. Oh no, we've overflown. Because I also have all of these saplings that need to go in there too. What? Oh boy, that is a lot of wood. I guess if we keep, maybe we'll just keep the saplings and leaves in a community chest right here. Like, not community, but like all of the wood types. I mean, all these oak leaves are going to get horribly in the way, but I don't know if there's any way around that. Let's put these away. Oops. Those saplings as well. Because once this fills up, we could be in a bit of a trouble. Although, once we use some of this dark oak, I can just move the saplings and leaves over and, you know, call it good. So let's grab our mushrooms and our apples. X is back. Mushrooms. Where would I have put mushrooms? Miscellaneous, maybe? Yep, there it is. Apples go in our food box. Seeds go in our greenery box. And I think that's all. Actually, let me see. I had some junk from earlier too that I should probably clean out. Empty, empty, and these are my project boxes, so that's good. So I am going to want to grab some dark oak to take with us for the library, and that also means we're going to need to get some bookshelves. I mean, that's the whole idea, that's the whole reason we went to the mansion in the first place, was to get some bookshelves. So let me get this stuff put away. Let me grab some bookshelves, some wood and whatnot, and then I will be back in just a minute and we can start working, or continue working, on the library. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. I am just here arriving at the library, and I did some work. I did quite a bit of work. It was mostly that I was trying to figure out a design I liked, and then I got kind of caught up in it, and next thing I realized, I was like, oh, look how much work I've done. Oops. So as you can see, we've got a very dark oaky theme going on here. These are spruce logs. I thought it went well, complemented the dark oak pretty nicely. These, I believe, are spruce fences, also to contrast. I didn't want too much, with the birch wood being like the background wall, I didn't want the beams and the littler posts to be the same wood type. I wanted a little more variation. We've got the little stairs going down, kind of tucked into the little corner here. We've got some pillars and dark oak kind of framing all of the doors leading in. So we've got that one. We've got this one that I still need to figure out where the iron bars go for the doorway. Same on the other side. We've got these hanging chandeliers coming down from the top. I wasn't sure. It was tricky getting the elevation just right, because I wanted it to hang down and provide light for both levels. Not to prevent spawning, just for the ambience. And this seemed to be a level that worked well enough for both sides. And then I haven't completely finished. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with these corners in particular, because underneath this wood I've got bricks coming out, and I really wanted to cover those up, and I'm still toying around or playing around with ways to do that. Same sort of situation here. There's one of those fire fixtures on the other side, so I can't really take that stone brick down. But if I put something else here, unless it's bookshelves, I could still do bookshelves. It just felt like it'd end up being too bulky. Bookshelves would probably be the only thing I'd be willing to put right there. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a fireplace, but then you'd be able to see straight out, and that seems... I don't know, it just didn't seem to make much sense to me. We've got the center bit here, and I know exactly what I want to put here. I've got some supplies with me. So we've got a whole lot of wood. This is all my dark oak. I bought all the planks and all the stairs, only one stack of logs. Not that we're going to even realistically need much, if any, of that, because as you can see, it's pretty much already done anyway. I just grabbed it all just in case, I guess. I'm sure we'll use some of it, I would think. And then we've also got a whole bunch of spruce, some oak, some spruce slabs and stairs and stuff like that. Got some ladders, whole lot of bookshelves, some sticks, chests, some item frames, and then some just miscellaneous stuff that I want to use as well. Now, this area here, I think this would be a perfect place for a little enchanting setup. The shape of it is like perfect. Like, I couldn't have planned this. I mean, I didn't plan it at all, but this space here couldn't have come out any better, I think. So that's really cool. So we can put some bookshelves around the edge, so you just kind of run up the stairs and walk right in and be all set. Apart from that, I thought it would be kind of cool to make a map of our base. At least as far out as the boundaries of the base. This one is as you can see it's on an edge of our base, so we don't have the full base in sight. We've got the market that is above the villager trading area. We've got part of our dark anchor. We don't have any of the breeder itself, so we'll have to get some more blank maps and put them together. But I was thinking to kind of cover this huge wall here, I would do a nice large map. Let's see, what did I do with item frames? I don't know, like, dimensions or anything like that. I don't know how far out this is gonna have to go. Let's see, maybe down there. But let's say maybe this one goes there or something. So we could fill in the entire map as we go, and just see what it looks like, I guess. I don't know what this map actually... Like, how many blocks is that? It's not zoomed out or anything. This is the normal size. I feel like the the furthest extent might be like up here-ish. Because this is not our main structure here isn't perfectly centered on our base circle. What is it, 250 blocks from a center point? But you know, it's something we can work on. As I only had one blank map at the time, and I didn't feel like making more, so or trading for them. I think you can trade for them as well. But I've got some things here. I'd like to start a music collection, which means I'm going to have to make a jukebox. I don't remember. What is the recipe for jukebox? Jukebox. Oh, just planks around a diamond. More diamonds down the drain, people. Let's see. Take one diamond. And we've got a ridiculous amount of those, so why not? That there. And now we have a jukebox. I don't know where we'll put it. Maybe downstairs, or maybe like right here. That might not be a bad place to put it. Though I think I would like... Oh, I guess I can't change the orientation of the slot. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine, I guess. And then maybe we could take some bookshelves on either side of it. Although I don't... Maybe not both sides. Maybe that wouldn't be such a hot idea. Because then we don't have any place to put a chest to hold discs. What about... let's have a normal chest and an ender chest. Could put one there and one there. This will hold the discs, so put those in. And we'll just have that there, just for convenience, because like this is going to be our enchanting area, so you never know when you're going to need an ender chest nearby. And then, let's see here. We need 15 to make a fully usable enchanting setup. So that's 8 right there. I mean, I suppose I could just put them up a little higher, but what if we did something like that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 plus that's 14. Maybe even higher? I think this goes high enough. Maybe something like that. Although then I'd kind of want to put these up a little higher as well. I could realistically take these. Would that be enough? That'd be 5, 10, plus 4, plus 4. Yeah, that'd be more than enough. Do I like it? Let's see. Let's take these down. Do I like it like this? Or do I, you know, honestly, I kind of like it like this. Kind of makes it feel more separated, if that makes sense. Maybe we'll go back to that. And then we could put things like some flower pots up. Let's just grab all our flowers. So I could put a flower pot here. Maybe we could put a flower pot on all of these. And a couple of flowers in these. I kind of just grabbed the flowers I had the most of. Maybe a pink tulip. That's not bad. We do need some lighting, though. I grabbed some end rods. No. Could do something like this. Oops, that's that's not right at all. There. That provides a good amount of lighting. Let me make sure. Do I have something that I can enchant? Probably not. Do I have anything in here maybe that's enchantable? My hoe. Let's see if that's unbreaking. Yes, it does offer me my tier 3, so I have enough bookshelves for sure. That's good. So cool. So we've got a little enchanting setup with our jukebox behind it. Creepy ambient sounds. And we've got a start of a map. I'll have to work on that. And then I need to put in a whole crap ton of bookshelves. Alright, so let me work on putting in the bookshelves, getting some of these bare walls covered up, and I'll bring you back in a little bit and we can take a look and see how it's coming along. And welcome back, everybody. I have done a lot more work. In fact, I think the library is more or less done at this point. I went with black carpet on this main level here. I wanted to get away from the stony brickiness as much as I could. So I've got some bookshelves embedded into some of the walls. I didn't want to put it flush with these posts, so I left one line of dark oak. That's partly because on some of these sides you'd be able to see the other side of the bookshelves, and I really wanted to avoid that. So we've got some skinnier bits of bookshelves there. Then we've got some larger sections over here where I put a chest in there with an upside down stair. This is an idea I got from Welsknight on his single player world. I thought it might be handy, if we're going to have an enchanting area in here, I thought it might be handy to have chests nearby to put some books in. I don't know how many chests there are, I don't know how many enchantments there are, but I don't anticipate having a whole crap ton of them, so I figured whatever chests we had, we would just put them to use as needed. If some of the enchantments have to double up, that's fine. I highly doubt we'll reach that point, but whatever. I've got some hidden lighting underneath the carpet in here in a couple different places. I tried to put in the bars in these doors, and then I discovered that in order to do that, I would have to have this block be a wool block instead of a carpet block. Unfortunately, this is the ceiling for another room down there, so we can't really do that. So I guess these will be the only doors that don't have doors, I guess. Not counting, of course, like the archways, which I was treating kind of differently, but oh well, that's fine. And these are some of the bookshelves, like shelving units that are free from the wall, just standing in the middle of the floor. We've got the hanging chandelier thing. Over here I have, there's more creepy sounds again. Over here I put in a fireplace. I thought this went really, like this was a perfect location for it because I could dig back into the wall a little bit, because beneath this staircase it's actually hollow. So I was like, you know what? This is perfect size for a large hearth of sorts. So I put in that. I've always kind of... Oops. Did I just break it? I meant to just click on it. Oh, there it is. What are you doing over here? Where'd it go now? Is this a game of, like, hunt the egg? I did not know that just tapping it would make it teleport. I hope it's still here. I have 2 more. It's not a big deal if it's completely gone, but I'm really curious. Did that just teleport somewhere? Does that happen with the eggs? Do they teleport? Is it out here? I'm so confused. Now, those particle effects are because of the ender chest. Egg? Egg! Egg. I'm so confused. Oh, there it is. That is so weird. Okay, alright, note to self, don't tap the egg. It doesn't like it. I will tap below the egg then. Okay, so I always kind of had this idea of putting the egg somewhere in the base. I mean, I don't know if it's actually the first one I got, since I have 3 and they stack, so at that point it's like, I don't know which egg was first, they're all the same at this point. But I always kind of wanted to put an egg up somewhere so that it'd kind of commemorate the achievement of killing the dragon the first time and all that. So I thought this would be a perfect place to put one on a bit of a quartz pedestal. Got more bookshelves back here. You can see the blue behind it, but well, I guess it doesn't bother me much. I thought about putting in like an archway for the portal, the nether portal, because the current location is very temporary. I just put it there because it's close to where my storage and all that stuff is, but eventually I would like to move it to a more permanent home. Unfortunately, I don't think it would really fit here. I would have to take all of these down, and then the blue there would literally be the background behind the ender portal, and I really don't, or ender portal, the nether portal, and I really don't like that blue being that visible. And if I brought it out any, then you'd be in like a 1-block walking space, and I really don't like that either. So I won't put the portal here. We'll just have to keep that in mind and pick another location in the near future for the portal. Probably further upstairs where our storage will end up being. Because we'll have the enchanter down here and some enchanted book storage. And our jukebox, but we'll have our other storage further up, so it might make more sense to put it further up there. And then of course this side is just a replica of that side. Then we can go upstairs. We still got our unfinished map, as well as some of our banners, so I need to get the black ones to hang underneath. Got our enchanting set up. I put in some crafting tables. I changed the ceiling to be, these are slabs, oak slabs, dark oak slabs, I mean. Because I didn't really like the stoniness, stone brickiness. More bookshelves, more chests embedded into them. We've got the archways here like before. I'm going to have to figure out some better way to light this up, because those right there are not enough by any stretch of the imagination. To keep this spawn proof, and I don't want creepers being able to just walk into my library and blow the place up. That'd be far from ideal. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good, in my opinion. The only thing that's really left is, oh, lighting. Right now there's torch spam. I tried to do end rods, like one upside down and one right side up, but then the part, I mean, it almost looks like quartz at that point, and we did use quartz below. And you can see I have a few end rods in a few locations, but then the particle effects, there were just way too many of them, because there are, you know what, like, 8 posts here and then 8 on the other side. That's a lot of particle effects. And it wasn't even enough. Like, if you came and stood here, you'd still get down to 7, which I was kind of surprised about. So I'm going to have to think up some other means of lighting. But for now, we're just going to stick with the torch spam. So apart from that, the only thing left is to do the map. I kind of want to take care of that right now. I think I'll probably want to take this with me, so that I can see when I've gone off the edge of the map, so that I know when to click on the next map section. Now, what is the recipe if I were just to make my own, let's see, blank? No, we'll just do map. There we go. What's the recipe? Paper surrounded by a compass. And compass is just iron and redstone, right? Iron and redstone. I can do that. I don't even have to trade for them, which is good because I'm trying to save my emeralds up for a beacon. Now, how many do we think we're going to need? I suppose it won't hurt if we make too many, right? Let's see. Iron and redstone dust. Redstone dust. Let's do... oops, there we go. Let's just make a whole mess of those. Oops, come on. I guess I'll do it this way. Oh, I need more... duh, I need more redstone dust. Let's grab us some more of that. Put it in there. And then that. And then I just need paper. That's a lot of compasses. I probably didn't need that much, but that's okay. Put those away. Put these away. And then we need to go grab some paper. So let's take a quick fly out here. I love that you can just like hop out a door just about anywhere in my base and just fly out of it. It makes getting around so easy. On the coming down side of it. Anyway, going back up takes a little longer. How much is... ooh, we got quite a... I don't want this to backlog, so let's just grab that. And make a lot of paper. Whoops! Well, yeah, I guess I can do that. Why not? I panicked for a moment because I was expecting the paper recipe, not the map recipe, so it kind of threw me off there. So now we've got a whole bunch of paper. I guess we'll just chuck that in there. So now we have a whole bunch of maps. So let's put this in our offhand. Oops. Throw the torches on the floor. And let's take a fly around and see what this place looks like. Okay, let's take that out, put this in. Alright, where's our pillar? I think this is roughly the center point of my base, approximately. So there's the pillar. Nope, that's not the right one. That one little pixel in the absolute top right corner of the map right here. That's the little pillar. Okay, well, let's take that out. It's hard to know this one. Okay, so let's do the south side now. And okay, so that's got it down there in that bottom right corner. You can see the 1 pixel for the dirt pillar. Let's fly up approximately the middle. And Okay, we have to keep going a little more. There's the dirt pillar. I think it's going to be slightly off that map. Yep, right there at the bottom right corner. You see that? At 1 pixel. That's it. So let's head this way. I'm starting to lose track. We got this one. Let's fly maybe over here. And then the next one over, it looks like, will get us the dirt pillar. Just barely. Alright, let's go back to our base. And put these in. And see what kind of a space we're looking at. Come on. Fly a little faster. I think I'm gonna come in just slightly too low. Oof. My poor nose. Alrighty, so I don't remember which one this is. Let's try right there. Maybe right here? Oh. Let's... I guess I didn't even discover this one. Okay, I will have to redo that. That's the bottom side of our base, or the one side of our base. That's the bottom. And that, come on. And then this, oh, all the way up there. I can't even reach it? Come on. There we go. I think, oh, I just realized something bad about putting this here. We can see the lines between them. This would really work well if I had glowstone behind it. I didn't think of that. Which is a problem because on the other side of the stone over here, we are staring out of our base. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of options here, because this is gonna be a bit of a problem. We can't get rid of the stone. We need that. Did I really lose 2 bricks somewhere? They must have fallen on the outside. Okay, well, Jiminy Crickets, I need them back. There they are. Okay. Well, that has just thrown a monkey wrench in my plans. Huh. What do we do to fix that? Well, we could put something else here and put the map somewhere else. That's one option. I don't know what I would put here. Maybe one giant picture? Are there any 5 wide pictures? Because this is an odd number. I would want it to be perfectly centered. Or 3 wide. I suppose a 3 wide would work as well. I feel like there aren't any pictures that would really work in this space. Let me have a think about this, and I will bring you back in a moment. Well, guys, I've done it. I managed to figure out a good design to go with, and I've got all the map pieces. Basically, what I did is put glowstone behind here, and I just brought it out a little bit from the wall. And you know, put wood around it to give it a decent frame. Originally they were all down by 1 block, but I realized that if I just shifted up by 1, it gives me just enough headspace to come up here without feeling too claustrophobic. And it fills the space on the wall very nicely, I think. Now if we look at this, we've got this little pixel right here. That's our south border. If we go all the way up, there's the little pixel at our north border. Our east border is over here. And those three are easier to spot because they're in the middle of the water. The west one, however, is in the middle of a land. It's right inside this, like, green tree area. I think it's coming up, like, straight out of a tree, actually. So those are our borders. There is a little bit, because it's a circle, not a square, so our border kind of does that sort of a thing, only much wider, like, down further, up, and around. And then the center point's, like, somewhere out here. And technically we're only supposed to be within that circle, but one of the mods said that in cases where you're living on an island and there's just like a little spit that's right outside, I mean there's no realistic way that anybody would be able to claim it, so you know, you can go ahead and use the little bit. So even though the edge of ours is like right there, we can use the rest of this little island bit if we want to, and this area right here would belong to our neighbor, Rector. And we also get this chain of islands up here. Now up here, beyond the site of our map, there is like a savanna, I think. But that we don't get, only the chain of islands. So, yeah, that's our base. A lot of water, but a good amount of swampland. I'm surprised, actually. I would have thought that swampland would look a little more different on a map. Looking at this, you'd have no way of knowing it was a swamp at all. I mean, the grass is bright green and everything, so oh well. I mean, it works. It's still just fine for me. But yeah, I think this is probably a good place to leave it. We'll back up and get that map in the background. We got a lot of work done today. We've got the library finished. We've got a nice map of our base. And we're in a good position to continue working on the upstairs and maybe start moving our stuff up here too. Because that room down there was only ever meant to be temporary. So yeah, we've got a lot of fun things coming up here. But for now, I think we'll just call it here, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a fantastic time, and I'll see you then. Bye!